Hey, what's up, guys? Man, what a crappy day today. It's just like got this annoying kind of heavy mist. So, anyhow, so I decided I was going to get all the crap out of the Trailblazer, get it put back away, wash up what needs to be washed up, and get the crap cleaned out of this thing. I might take it and get it detailed. It's pretty nasty from being a family truckster and semi-truck rescue squad. So we'll do that, and then I think we'll jump in 13 and we'll bring it up here to the shop and get in there and get after some of the dirt and grime that's inside, and maybe get a look at fixing up that hood a little bit. There's a couple of spots on there that are not good, and might try and just get her repaired up. We'll probably do a Mad Max style where we'll use some brackets and some bolts and get her cinched up so we can open and close that hood. That truck needs a full service, needs some brakes, it needs a wash and wax on the outside. I was going to wash it today, but well, you see it. I may actually get the soap and the brush and get out there and just get some soap brushed on there and let nature do the rinse. But anyhow, let's get this thing emptied out. We got batteries in here that need to be charged up. We got travel tools, we got non-travel tools, we got stuff. Alright, these are both safety glasses that are prescription. I like to keep those right on top of the toolbox so I always know where they are. We're just gonna grab random stuff and bring it up there, clean it up, put it away. Let me move you over here. Yeah. So anyhow, let me get a little Yep, that's empty. Story of my life, really. Empty cans of brake cleaner. Just get a little bit of diesel fuel on this rag. I usually clean my tools with diesel because, well, it's a lubricant as well as a cleaner, right? It does get your hands a little smelly, but nothing wrong with a little stinky fingers, you know what I mean? This Matco PB48, PB45, I can't read it anymore. It's biggest pry bar they make, and I've used that thing so many times. It has bailed me out of numerous problems, and the latest thing that I used it for was to get that oil cooler snapped in to the O-rings on Fiona. So, you know, there's that. It's just been a pure lifesaver. We'll get these tools wiped down. It's actually stopped raining, kind of. So we'll see what we end up doing next. But for right now, we'll get these tools wiped down and cleaned up. And then we'll get up inside 13. One thing that I wanted to do today was, you know, I don't know the order in these videos are going to publish, but I put a water pump on Fiona. Every steel line, meaning the aftercooler feed line, the upper and lower radiator pipe, the every line in that truck was rusted. The water pump was leaking out of the C-pole, and so I decided it needed to get a water pump put on. And then I tried to put a used one on. See, don't cut corners, it doesn't pay. So I tried to put a used one on. It looked like it was in good shape, and I didn't notice that it had a broken bolt in the water pump itself. And so I took that, and that doing a water pump on a cab over with a 3406 is not any fun, just saying. But I took the old water pump off, the oil cooler off, and put this used pump on. And you know, it took 4 or 5 hours to get that job done. And I was trying to get one of the last bolts, was alternator bracket slash alternator bracket, and I fought with it for like an hour trying to get it lined up and get this bolt to go in. And then I realized that it wasn't as far out of alignment as I thought it was. It was just the bolt hole had a bolt broke off in it. And so I had to take that old water pump back off and use the water pump that I had in stock for Betty on Fiona, which it's fine, because really in the long run you don't want to use a used water pump anyways. But I was frustrated with Fiona, and I just wanted to be done getting the cooling system to work. And I thought, well, I'll just use this old pump, it'll be fine. And it wasn't. And it was turned out to be a huge waste of time. So moral of the story is, you know, go with what you know. Don't use used parts when it's a big job. And so then I redid the job and put the new water pump on and hooked it all back up, and it's holding water, and that's good. I'm gonna call it mission accomplished. I've had it running a few times. I want to get it warm. That engine had a lot of rust in it, and I want to get it warm and have the water flowing in there good for, you know, for an hour or so, and then drain it all out. Maybe run some cooling system, anti-rust / cleaner through the system, and then drain it all out and refill it with coolant, because we could get a freeze anytime, and I don't want to have gone through all this hassle and then break the block because I'm lazy. So I really need to get the air system to build air and get the cooling fan shut off so the thing can get hot. Make sure the thermostat opens and works good, and you know, all that stuff. And then once I get it all clean, and I know the cooling system's working and everything like that, then get it all drained out and start again. But anyways, I need an air line. I need the air tank off of Blue Nasty. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. But hopefully I'll get that done tomorrow or the next day. Might go back out to JP's and get those pieces off Blue Nasty. I also want to bring those other trucks home, but I don't know if I got enough time to get it done in just a couple days I have left to work out here. I think I'm going to move these all down one and put this old 15/16 wrench in there, you know. It's supposed to rain today and tomorrow, and it probably will. Looks like it's gonna. Dang old hurricane coming through. Now we can switch some of these batteries around. tell you what, this Makita 3/4 impact, this thing is badass. Does a really good job. Super powerful. Yet I think it's manageable. Like, it's really easy to get a feel for the amount of torque it puts out. It's a nice unit. One of the better purchases I've ever made as far as neat tools for the shop. I put away all my tools the other day and then got them all back out. Working on Fiona, and then I ended up, you know, because that job, I had to do that job twice. I ended up working till it was pitch dark outside. And so I ended up just bringing the tools in and throwing them on the floor just so that they weren't outside in the rain. And now I gotta get them cleaned up. All right, getting closer, gaining on it. I need another cabinet. This thing was pretty cool back in the day, but it's really old. Just don't want to spend, you know, these things are 15, 18, 20, some $1,000s for a new toolbox. I'm just not sure that it's $20,000 necessary. You know what I'm saying? I might just get another cabinet that's smaller. I don't know. It's always easier if you clean your tools up as you use them. It's not always ideal. You know, you get tied up on a job that's going to be a couple days, and you don't want to put everything away and then come back out the next day and try and get everything back out that you should have left out. Gives you an opportunity as well when you're cleaning up your tools to, you know, clean up something that maybe you put away dirty or somebody else put away dirty. And to get a little lubrication on some of the stuff that you don't use very often that might try and rust up on you. So what else is exciting? Hey, there's my black air nozzle. I was looking for that. I was on the Snap-on truck today. I bought that expensive torque wrench, and then I noticed that my Virus scan tool from when I used to do cars wasn't working, so I gave it to the Snap-on guy to take and get fixed, which he did. And then when he brought it back today, I told him to keep it and sell it, get me a good trade so that I can, you know, get something that I might use. I don't work on cars, and the Virus is no longer supported. So the 2014 software that's in it is the latest software you can use on it. So it works, and you know, I put a new battery in it 2-3 years ago, and the only time I ever wanted to use it was when Chad was here and wanted to try and figure out what was wrong with his Dodge Dart he used to have, and it just let me down, wouldn't even start. And so he traded off the Dodge Dart, and now I'm going to trade off the scan tool because it's pretty much worthless to me. So I bought that 3/4 drive 600 foot-pound torque Snap-on torque wrench. And you know, they don't give those away, but it's been something where I've had to borrow my cousin's more than once, and that's annoying because first of all, he needs that thing to make a living, and so he can't just drop everything and loan it to me. And I'm not a borrower anyways. I hate that. If I don't have the tool, I try and buy it. Borrow it if I have to in a pinch, but I like to have the tool. But anyhow, so I got one, and it was a lot of money, but I won't be having to borrow one again, and I'm gonna stock up on 3/4 drive sockets and other tools so I can have what I need when I need it. So my cousin is doing the engine build for Betty, and I know I said I wanted to do that engine myself, but once it became a full rebuild, not just slapping some sleeves in there, it's not anything I can spend a month doing. I've got 13 trucks, and I need them all roadworthy before something crazy happens and Peterbilt Mike ends up with more running trucks than me, because I'll not have that. But anyhow, what else? What else is good? What else? Clean up my travel tools. Some electrical stuff. I need a travel toolbox. So I'm on the hunt. I'm probably gonna get, I saw Hamiltonville Farms has got the Cobalt travel box. And so I'm interested in maybe talking to Cobalt about acquiring one of those travel boxes, and that would be something super cool. And then I could just forklift the box into the truck, and you know, then I want one that has drawers, because I like to have my stuff in drawers so that I can access the things I need without having to unpile a bunch of crap that's piled on top. You know, sometimes some of the stuff you bring with you on the job is something that you rarely use, and so it just constantly gets shuffled lower and lower in the box until it's all the way at the bottom. And then when you need it, you're like, man, I know that thing's in here, yada yada blah blah, and then bing bang boom, Bob's your uncle, and you got to dig all of the tools out, put them on the ground, so you can get to the tool you need. And that's no good. Believe me, that's no good. Because then you end up going out to the job site without a tool you need. Like I needed this big time yesterday. I was making some new battery cables for Whitney, and it turns out I don't know if this will make the cut on this video or not, but it turns out Whitney is positive ground, like a lot of you guys mentioned when we were out there messing with that truck. I'm about 95% sure that you're correct. We did some work on that truck yesterday, and there's a little video coming, but I want to say you're correct. Positive ground. Let's see what else. It's been a pretty productive time home. I got burnt out on trucks a little bit, and you guys were noticing that my energy level was low, and I needed to take a little bit of a break, and it was nice. It was nice. Me and Jessica got to get away a little bit and spend some quality time. And I actually, Chad and Kim came down. I probably mentioned this on some of the other videos that might publish before this one, but Chad and Kim came down, and we didn't do anything truck. We just hung out, had fun, ate some food, and it was super cool. Okay, I'm going to save all these old O-rings because you never know when in a pinch you need one. Also see that I have a long bolt for the water pump in my possession right here, which means one of them ain't in there because I didn't have any extras. So we'll have to get a look at that. And it was pitch dark when I was finishing that job up, so doesn't surprise me, but we'll get after that. I'm gonna leave this bolt right here, and then when I'm panicking looking for that bolt, you guys can remind me it's right there. Okay. All right, we'll burn a little bit of trash in a couple days. Right now we'll hang this hose up. We're gonna do something crazy and stick a hose reel, not an Israel, but a hose reel on this wall. So we've got a 100-foot hose that I can reel out and reel in. Battery chargers need to be put away. All right, well, for now, I'm happy with the progress. I got some stuff to do on Franny, stuff to do on 13. It's getting nice outside, so I might start Fiona back up and let it sit there and idle. I don't think it'll ever get hot though. But let's get up inside this truck. And there's already a tripod in there. I'll bring it up inside there. We'll bring some cleaning supplies. Get after it.